Okay, so you just got your new Graffunder safe in and you want to change the combination on your mechanical lock. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick here, or hopefully real quick. What we would recommend first is take a little piece of blue painter's tape or masking tape or electrical tape or whatever you got and cover up that index here, the opening index, because we want to focus on just the changing index over here at 11 o'clock. All right. So then we just cover that up so our eyes don't gravitate towards it, because that'll mess you up. So we're just going to focus on this or changing index right here. It should be factory set to 50 to 50. All right. So we're going to come around here 5 or 6 times to the left. That clears everything out, and we're going to stop at 50. Okay. And that should open up the lock so we can insert the change key. And in order to do that, we're going to look at the back of the door here, and there should be a little chrome button. We're going to take that little button off. It'll just kind of pop out of there. Then behind that is going to be an Allen wrench set screw. Remove that set screw completely. Then you can take your change key, which will look like this. You're going to insert it in there fully and then turn it 90 degrees until it clicks. Should be a nice positive click. You shouldn't have to fight it or anything. If it doesn't want to turn, you're probably not in all the way. So all the way in and turn it 90 degrees and it should just click. Leave it clicked, leave it turned, I should say, after it clicks, leave it there. Then we can come around here and we're going to reset a combination using this changing index. So for example, let's say, I'm not going to change this because I don't have a key, but let's just pretend our combination, we want our combination to be 24, 10, 22. So I'm going to start out turning to the left. I want to be very careful that I'm not going back to the right if I'm going to the left, and same thing if I'm going to the right. And this first go around here, I'm just clearing out everything. So I want to go 5 or 6 times. You can go 7 or 8, 9 or 10, doesn't really matter on this first time. But what we want to do is clear it out and then stop at our first number. In this case, we're going to stop at 24. It's our first number. Now we're going to go right. Now we got to get precise in our counting. Our second number is going to be 10. I'm going to go to the right. Every time I see 10, I want to count it, and I want to see it 3 times. There's 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go back to the left to get to our last number, which is 22. 22 once, 22 twice. We're going to stop right there, okay? That's pretty much all you want to do. You can back this off, and I think a lot of your instructions will tell you to do this. Back it off 10 degrees. You say, why would you do that? It won't mess anything up. All that does is keep you from, while you're coming over here to get the key, we're going to take that key out. Remember, it's turned, so it's like this. We want to turn that key and take it out. Well, if we back it off 10 degrees as we're coming around, if anything bumps that dial on the outside there or it moves, it didn't change our number. So we backed it off 10 degrees, then we can take our key out. All right. Now, before we ever shut the door, we're going to peel this tape off and we're going to check our number right here. Okay. So we want to go through all the sequence, just like in the instructions. We're going to go left 5 or 6 times. We're going to stop at our number, which we decided was 24 a minute ago. We're going to go to the right. Third time we see 10, and left. Second time we see 22. And then don't forget, you got to go back to that stopping point. Okay, so what I mean by that stopping point is we're going to go around. Say we went to our last number. In this case, it's going to be 50 because this was never reset. But if our last number was 22, say, then we're going to go to 22, but then we got to go back to the right. We should meet a little resistance right there past 0, but go past that until it fully stops. It's just meet a dead stop. You can't turn it anymore. Then you can reach down and turn your handle when you're in, okay? So that raises up the locking bolt of the lock is what's going on. Right back here, you're getting a hold of it, but you're not moving it yet. Right here, we're moving it up. It raises it up right there where you feel that gets a little harder to turn. So then try that 2 or 3 times and make sure everything's good before you ever shut the door. 5 or 6 times is better. But 2 or 3 times, make sure you're looking at the right numbers and all that, and then you should be all set. I hope that helps.